Hi everyone, I'm Nathan. Happy Wednesday. It's time to Wednesday Ramble. This Wednesday we have an 8-8. Hooray. I'm big into the Lord of the Rings. So we're doing a Lord of the Rings 8-8. It's mid-September. I'm in the middle of a puppet show at work. It's a Winnie the Pooh puppet show, and it's more awesome than you'd imagine. If I remember, I'll put a link in the comments down below for a YouTube video about it. The puppets are amazing. It's amazing. So we're in the middle of that at work, but it's Wednesday, so we're gonna ramble. I'm big on the Lord of the Rings living card game right now, even though I'm not actually watching that new Lord of the Rings show because I'm busy doing a puppet show. And that's what we're doing. So we've got top 10, top 8, Nate's 8. Nate's 8 of, oh, there's Sweetie. Sweetie might be coming up. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Anyway, top 8 cards that I don't own that I wish I did. I've got the exercise budget I'm still doing, which is not very big. Still not very big. I don't know exactly what it's at. It's not very big. And of course, a lot of this stuff is way out of print, so secondhand prices are going insane. But I still want them. So I went through all the cards that I don't have for the Lord of the Rings living card game, and picked 8. I'm having a tough time remembering my own branding. Here's some, yes ma'am, you may come up if you want. Okay, I'll pet you. Here are some runners-up on my emergency backup phone, because I can't just make them appear over here using post-production, because I have no post-production. I'm thinking about making that one of my New Year's resolutions, is to get some post-production going here in my life. We'll see. Anyway, one of the honorable mentions that we can't talk about, it's not in the top 8, so we can't talk about it, is Eagle. Here's some eagles. It's a wonderful eagle that can come and eat orcs for you. It'll eat an orc, or it'll eat a mumak, or whatever. Don't think it can eat the Balrog. It can only eat non-uniques. So I don't know where focus is on this, but you can look it up anyway. It's Eagle of the North. It's really hard to get into play, so it's not really in my top 8. So we're not going to talk about that one. Also not in my top 8 is this version of Faramir here. I'd like to have this version of Faramir, but he is out of print, so we're not going to be able to have that. And, of course, I'd team him up with his future wife, Éowyn, and they can battle evil together. But he's also not in the top 8, so we can't talk about him either. So, let's go. Number 8, I think it's fairly clear. Let's see. This one may get a reprint. Here she is. And here's Sweetie. My number 8 may get a reprint in a year or so. Maybe 2 years. I don't know. Year and a half. Who knows? It's almost certainly... Hello! There we are. It's almost certainly destined to be reprinted in one of these collected editions like this, where they take 8 expansions and narrow them down to 2. And one expansion has the player cards, and one expansion has the evil cards that you have to defeat. The quest cards and so forth. So, hello! Yes. So anyway, it's destined to get reprinted like that. But probably not until about 2024, and that is big old bar. It's a big old bar. I love it. It's nice. It's a big old bar. Bar. And I would like that. And I would certainly play with him, even though he's expensive. And he's wonderful. Number 7. That was number 8. Number 7 is Strider. Not the character Strider, which is a nickname for Aragorn, but a title. Oof. A title Strider. The title Strider makes it much easier to quest, of course. Do your quests and gives you more willpower, so that for willpower related things, you're doing great. This is an absolute must-have for certain decks, like decks where you only have one hero. That's That's a must-have for decks with only one hero. And I want it, and it is probably going to come out sometime next year in that recollected box. Let's put that in the background. It'll probably be out next year in one of these. So, that's not happening. All right, cool. Number 6 is the first Ent. We're going to get a lot of Ents. Ents aren't getting reprinted. Like, Dwarves got a deck where the best Dwarves got in, and Gondor got a deck where the best Gondorians got in. And same for Elves, and same for Rohan. Well, Rohan, maybe not. But Ents got no deck. No deck for the Ents, no deck for the Hobbits. So, chances are this one is, this guy, Booming Ent, will not get reprinted. And I like him. He's great. He gets stronger the more Ent friends he has around. And that's cool. That's cool, Ents. Number, where are we? 8, 7, 6, 5. Number 5 is yet another Ent. Wandering Ent. This Ent is awesome also. He's a wonderful friend. I like him. He's green. You can see the green book down there in the bottom corner of the of his artwork. And what does he do? Nothing interesting. He just has big numbers. He's just cheap and has big numbers, and he's a friend to all. And that's a wonderful Ent, and I like him, and he's probably not getting reprinted. Well, let me see what this says. Nah, he's probably not getting reprinted. Nope, sorry, man. Nope, not even a hint that he might be reprinted anytime soon. So, sad day for the Ents. This one is... Okay, they are reprinting the Fellowship of the Ring cards, which are cards and quests that kind of let you run through an approximation of the story in the Fellowship of the Rings. But this guy is from the Two Towers. This guy's from the Two Towers, and it's going to be expensive. I've got one of the 2 sets from the Two Towers, but I didn't get the other one, so I'm going to have to pay $70 for the entire reprint, assuming inflation doesn't get me, and it's more than $70, because it'll probably be late next year before the Two Towers expansion comes out, if they do one a year. And that is Gamling. Gamling from Rohan. He's wonderful. If you tap him, if somebody gets discarded, if a Rohirrim gets discarded, you can tap him and he will put it back in your hand. You can play him again. That's wonderful. Lots of very cool Rohan characters do awesome things when they're discarded, but then they're gone, so that's sad. But he'll bring them back. Number 2, 1, 2, 3. Number 3 is Skinbark. Did you already guess? Yes, he's another Ent. He will be back, though. He's in the same expansion as this last guy, whose name I've forgotten already. Gamling. Yes, Skinbark is in the same expansion as Gamling in the Two Towers expansion, and I will buy the Two Towers expansion when it comes out, even though it's going to cost me big money. Big money. He ignores all defense. He ignores the defense stat of orcs. What you got, orcs? You got helmets, you got shields, you got big old armor. You're very strong and very powerful. Too bad. This guy ignores it all and just wants to stomp orcs. That's basically it. Skinbark's goal in life is stomp orcs. And that's what he's going to do. He's awesome. And I cannot just wait to make a deck with him because he's awesome. Number 2 is Treebeard. I do have a Treebeard. Here's Treebeard. He's Treebeard, an ally, not a hero. Heroes start and play. Allies get shuffled into your deck. And you only get, 3 heroes, but you can put as many allies in your deck as you want. Or as you could afford, or whatever. And here's Treebeard. Treebeard definitely wants to be in the deck. He is, let's see, where is he from? Oh, he's probably not getting reprinted either. Sorry, man, he's not getting reprinted either. Fortunately, and I wanted to show you this artwork because it's awesome. Fortunately, I have this Treebeard from the half of the Two Towers releases that I did buy, and we'll have to rebuy when the Two Towers comes out. I have this Treebeard, which is a hero. He's super expensive, and you can only start with like 3 heroes at most and play. Under some circumstances, you can have like 4. And he is number 2, is Treebeard. And the number 1 character card, my number 1 that I don't have in Lord of the Rings, and this one's easy actually to get. This would be barely an inconvenience to get, is Galadriel, the Elven Queen. She is in an expansion that will not get reprinted. She's very, very popular, so in the past, whenever the expansion got reprinted, it got bought up quickly. And I wasn't ready. My reflexes were not ready. I was not ready. I didn't get into the game fast enough to get her. But there's an elf starter deck, character deck, that you can just buy for like new folk. It has all the elves you could possibly want in there. Most of them, all of them, most of them. Yeah. And she's in there, but I'm not sure about buying a whole $15 starter deck just for one card. It is, I don't know. Seems like it's pushing it. She also, by the way, while we're at it, let's add a couple other Galadriel cards that I want. Since it's my list, my number one can consist of more than one thing. Here's her Handmaiden. We need a Handmaiden. Galadriel needs a Handmaiden. That'll be fine. Also in the starter deck. Here's a Mirror of Galadriel. We need the mirror. Definitely need the Mirror of Galadriel. All these, thank you for all these images. Shout out to RingsDB. I'll put it in the comment below here. Shout out to RingsDB for all these nice images of these cards that I don't own. And that's the Mirror of Galadriel. Here's her ring. That is in the starter. The mirror is not. The ring is. So I wouldn't even be able to get all of Galadriel's stuff. Anywho, so that's it. That's my big 8. Galadriel, Treebeard the Ent, Skinbark the Ent, who just wants to stomp elves, Gamling, who gets your guys back into play after you discard them, more Ents, Wandering Ent, Booming Ent, Strider, the title that makes the game super awesome. Especially when you're only playing with one hero, which is awesome challenge mode, to only play with one hero. And of course, Big Old Bar. Big Old Bar is number 8. Big Old Bar. Anywho, okay, that's it. I was going to put something else. Oh, right. Okay, good. That's it. I will see you tomorrow for Thankfulness Thursday. And I got to get back to work. So, take care, everybody.